can sway to wake you need your hand away, break a thin seal. I kick your home back in your door, keep fucking me low, and you set me on. Downside some flame, it's calling me you. Lost in the night with a dull image. So dissuade your eyes holding mine, cutting you the music time.
Well, happy Wednesday, and welcome to Dave's After Hours Trivia Club Live. Had a hard time there. Step inside the lounge, grab your drink of choice, and settle in. Here at Dave's After Dark, we stir up memories, test your smarts, and maybe, just maybe, teach you something new along the way. We do go live most Sundays and usually on Wednesdays as well, like tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific time. The doors swing open, the lights go low, and the trivia flows. While our robots quickly paint each scene, I serve up the clues, and you will take your best guesses as we move through tonight's 3 categories. First, we'll be doing the top 20 Brad Pitt movies. Next, the 20 most fascinating extinct animals. And finally, top 20 tourist cities in the world. And we also do have a new intermission quiz. This isn't just a trivia show. It's a fast-paced gauntlet of art, memory, and mystery. Let's see how many you can guess before the brush finishes the final stroke. Now be sure to check in down in the chat, say hello, throw out your guesses, or just hang with the crew. Hey King, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a few weeks, or a couple weeks. And Rena, good to see you. The early birds have arrived. Let's see here. The first thing I want to do is I want to quickly mention our sponsor, of course, DavidHansonArt.com. That's me, where you can find our live shows, related art, and merch. So we're trying to do all our category cover art as art things available on DavidHansonArt.com. There's all kinds of merch, and you can get coffee cups and beach blankets and all that kind of stuff. So check that out sometime. A quick reminder about schedule of upcoming shows. So tonight we're doing the Brad Pitt show, and then a week from now we will be doing a variety show with top sitcoms, and then not this coming Sunday. This coming Sunday, there will not be a show, unfortunately. I'll be traveling. But again, on 6/22, we'll be doing stand-up comics through the decades. So that'll actually be 5 categories. We'll go with the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s. So that should be a fun show. Yeah, it is late there. It's always very late there. All right. I think it's time to fire up the robots. Let's check it out. Let's get round 1 going. Here we go. Okay. By now you guys know the rules. Robots paint, you guess. And I do give a few clues along the way. Now, once again, our first category is going to be the top 20 Brad Pitt movies of all time. Now, surprisingly, he's been in a lot of movies. But, you know, as we start with number 20, it's always a little more obscure. So good luck. Number 20. He plays a hitman with a philosophical streak. Rarely do assassins wax poetic about economics. The film critiques the American dream through bullets and banter. It's a slow burn, but every conversation drips with menace and meaning. He kills with calculation, not cruelty. Yes, even the mob had thoughts during the 2008 financial crash. I guess that's a clue. I don't know if you saw this or not. All right, so number 20, he plays a hitman. Anybody remember this? A little more obscure, 2012. 2012. Any guesses? Going once. This is the hardest one, I think. This movie was called Killing Them Softly. Killing Them Softly. Does that sound familiar at all? No? Brad Pitt's character, Jackie, delivers one of the most biting closing monologues in any modern crime film, equating America with business, period. There he is. Jackie. All right, well, you know, number 20 is often hard, so there's that. Let's try number 19. And not a lot easier. From the year 2013. All right? I don't remember this one at all. This desert noir turns a drug deal into a philosophical disaster. He's the slick middleman in a tale where everyone is doomed. Dialogue here might require a dictionary or a stiff drink. The film's tone is bleak, but it adds tragic cool. You know, he plays a lot of tragically cool characters, am I right? That's kind of his thing. That scene with the wire and the motorcycle. Uh-oh. I think I did see this. The wire and the motorcycle sound familiar. Oh, does anybody remember this? He looks pretty cool there. Got a cowboy hat. Looks like he's on like a interview show or something. Desert Noir, which we all like Desert Noir. No doubt. This one's called The Counselor. The Counselor from 2013. Anybody remember it? No. Written by Cormac McCarthy, this film is less about plot than mood. Like an art house fever dream with narcos. There you go. All right. They get easier now. 2004. All right. I think you know this one. A war epic based on an old poem, but way more abs and sword fights. He plays a legendary warrior with a chip on his bronze shoulder. Achilles is proud, angry, and absolutely ripped. The man practically glows in armor and blood. There you go. All right. We have the answer on the board. King is on the board. Is there no one else? Echoes in meme heaven to this day. Is there no one else? In other words, you don't have anybody tougher to challenge me? Troy is, of course, from 2004. Yeah. Oh, you did get the first one. Yeah, I didn't see your answer. My apologies. Pitt trained for 6 months for this role as Achilles, tearing his Achilles tendon in the process. Well, now that's a coincidence. Talk about method acting. Robots are cracking me up. All right, number 17. Brad Pitt movies is what we're doing here. We're supposedly doing the top 20. Could be questionable. In space, no one can hear your daddy issues. He plays an astronaut with ice in his veins and a storm in his heart. It's sci-fi, but the pacing is more therapy session than shootout. Yeah, right, you got it. But did you like the movie? But strangely paced, right? I mean, it's, NASA meets nihilism. Yes, that sounds exactly right. In this slow, starry descent. Tommy Lee Jones as your missing dad. Rough. It was a weird concept from the get-go, right? Yeah. Yeah, that picture was pretty easy. Ad Astra, which was a weird name to start. We should have known. Movie is essentially Apocalypse Now in space. It is kind of like Apocalypse Now in space. Complete with philosophical musings and emotionally distant voiceovers. Do you think they ripped it off? They probably did. Ad Astra. All right. Well, they're getting better and better. You'll know this one. Number 16. Death takes a holiday and apparently a very attractive body. He speaks slowly, but he's literally eternal. It's a romantic drama that doubles as a memento. He falls for a mortal while offering cookies and cryptic stares. Yes. Which was pretty weird too, right? Like, you gotta give it to Brad. He does take on the weird roles. He does. If you've seen that car accident scene, you still haven't recovered. Yeah. No thanks. I don't think I'm going to watch it again. Meet Joe Black is, of course, correct. Did you know this was all the way back in 1998? Wow. Brad's getting old. Pitt plays death, but with charm of a 90s heartthrob. This is the only movie where the Grim Reaper is flirt-worthy. Those robots have to stretch for these clues. You liked it. Okay. Doctor's in the house. He has zero personal hygiene. I like that. There you go. That's from living with Angelina for so long. All right. 3 brothers, 1 war, and a whole lot of tragic mustaches. He's the wild one who breaks horses and hearts. Set against sweeping Montana landscapes. That's what I liked about this movie was, the scenery was pretty good. It's a full emotional gallop. This movie made him a long-haired icon of the 90s. Yeah, Stewart's in the house. What's going on, man? In with the answer. Very good. All right. Gang's getting all here. Dr. King, Stewart. Glad to have you guys. He fights bears, World War I, and his romantic legacy. There you go. Yeah, and Legends of the Fall is, of course, correct. One of the tragic mustaches right there. This is peak Moody Brad. The film helped elevate him from pretty boy to serious actor with wilderness gravitas. There you go. He was the cowboy hippie. Yeah, we're doing Brad Pitt, Stuart. We're only down to 14, so you're here for most of it. Here we go. Number 4. This was a little different. A global drama where a single bullet connects 4 continents. He's the worried husband trying to save his wife in Morocco. Madele's in the house. Gang's almost all here. It's less about dialogue, more about what gets lost in translation. A slow film, but layered with humanity and heartbreak. Yeah, King. Way to do it. Do it. I think you had it. You were closer the first time. One mistake, many ripple effects. Anyway, you are correct. It is Babel. Babel, I guess. 2006. Directed by Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu. This film shows how deeply isolated we can be, even when surrounded by people. The little video here is pretty good. He's very upset. Very upset. Poor Brad. Oh. Let's move on. Number 13. This one's more fun. A lot more fun. Zombies that run like track stars. Ooh, see, zombies always move slow in most movies, right? You can get away. Not in this one. Count as terrified. He's not just surviving, he's strategizing on a global scale. That's right. He has to save the world. A rare blockbuster lead where science beats bullets. Yeah, science wins out. There's a tense scene involving soda and silence in Jerusalem. That's right. Yes, I think King might have had it first, but everybody's getting it. He proves zombies hate airplane turbulence. That's right. World War Z. There's some scenes in that movie where they all pile on top of each other to get over the wall. That's crazy. World War Z 2013. Despite a famously troubled production, Pitt's charisma helped turn the film into one of his highest grossing roles ever. There he is. World War Z. Brad Pitt. Where's the zombies? Where's the zombies? All right. Number 12. You, of course, know this one. This one will be pretty obvious from the picture, I believe. And the clues. A married couple, deadly secrets, spectacular shootouts. He and his co-star have serious chemistry. On and off screen. It's sexy, it's slick, and surprisingly funny. Yes, of course. But, oh, King. Domestic disputes have never been so explosive. One of Hollywood's biggest tabloid triggers. A lot of free press on this one. A lot of free press. Yeah, you're going to want to stay around for the little video on this, obviously. For obvious reasons. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, of course, from 2005. Let's see. Fun fact: this movie launched Brangelina, forever altering pop culture, and kind of ruined Pitt's personal life. He was kind of low key. Not after this. There they are, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Oh, she doesn't do anything too impressive there. It's them. All right, this was a cool movie. One of my faves. Here we go. So, centuries of angst, elegance, and existential dread. He plays a vampire who really needs a hug. That's right. That's right. He's a very sad vampire. Very sad vampire. Immortality looks exhausting, but stylish. Yes, they were all styled in the French way. It's not just horror, it's philosophy with fangs. Yes. Looks like King got it first. That wig. Gothic perfection. He looks a little pasty though. A little pasty. Yeah, did you guys read any of those books? Anne Rice? I read or actually listened to the books on tape, I'm sure. I didn't read them, I'm sure. Interview with a Vampire. I used to drive a lot traveling. I used to have to drive a lot between jobs. And I used to listen to books on tape constantly. So I listened to all the Anne Rice. Interview with a Vampire is, of course, correct. All the way back in 1994. Based on Anne Rice's novel, this film submitted Brad's brooding appeal. Okay. He looks happy there, though. All right. Top 10. Top 10. Now, don't let the number 10 confuse you here. Time travel, mental hospitals, and apocalypse warnings. He's unhinged, twitchy, and unforgettable. A performance so wild, it snagged him an Oscar nod. He got nominated for this. He's either a prophet or profoundly disturbed, or possibly both. Yeah, you are correct, of course. Madao, King, you guys are fighting it out each time. Looks like Madao won this one. If you like your sci-fi paranoid and sweaty, this is it. 12 Monkeys is, of course, correct. I kind of like the movie. I kind of like it. I do. 12 Monkeys, 1995. You have to watch it a couple times to figure it out. Director Terry Gilliam let Pitt loose in this dystopian sandbox, resulting in one of the most energetic and chaotic performances. He let him play, himself, kind of. I guess that's not true. I don't know. All right, number 9. I don't know if I was a fan of this movie either. This is another one of these kind of crazy Brad Pitt movies. He's born old and he gets younger. Yes, it's as weird as it sounds. A love story wrapped in backwards biology. He ages in reverse, but feels all too human. From World War I to Hurricane Katrina, he drifts through time and sorrow. Yes, of course. Madao, Stewart, King. It's Forrest Gump with more wrinkles. At birth. At birth, he had more wrinkles. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Benjamin Button, 2008. That was a weird movie. Kind of strange. Kind of sad, right? Very sad. Very sad. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. The digital de-aging effects were groundbreaking at the time, but Pitt's quiet performance is what really sells the story. Yes, yes, none of you got it correct. Oh, but King, I guess, yes. You are correct, King. You are correct. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button is the full answer. I should have right away asked for that. Some of it is tough tonight. I don't know why. I've been a softie tonight. All right, this is a cool movie. Very different. He turns baseball into a math lesson, and somehow it's riveting. He's playing somebody named Billy Bean. He bets on numbers, not names. It's less about the game and more about challenging tradition. Who knew spreadsheets could be this compelling? You guys remember this? Yeah, King does. Now, King, you have one kind of spelling error. Not quite spelling error, but kind of. Hey, Moeed, what's going on? Good to see ya. He doesn't swing a bat, but he changes the game. And Moneyball is correct. However, it's all one word. Moneyball. 2011. There you go. What goes around comes around. Pitt produced and starred in this Oscar-nominated film, making sabermetrics feel downright cinematics. Sabermetrics. I never heard of that. All right, Moneyball. Oh, you got it, King. King got it. I don't know why it's one word. I don't know. Don't know. Don't know. We'll have to do some research on that one. All right, this one's pretty cool. He's the guy who knows the economy is about to implode and hates being right. Quiet, cynical, and barefoot in every other scene. A former banker who avoids crowds and catastrophe. Oh yeah, sorry, we are doing the top 20 Brad Pitt movies. Brad Pitt movies. He makes a margin call feel like a moral crisis. If we're right, people lose homes. Yikes! Yeah, there you go. Stuart! He doesn't really look like Brad, does it? But that's a real picture there. That is a genuine 4K, 8K picture there. So that's Brad. Though it's an ensemble film, Pitt adds weight and conscience to the rollicking breakdown of the 2008 housing crisis. Yeah, I hate to even think about that. That did lose a coin or two in the aftermath of that whole debacle. The real estate took a little nosedive. Yeah. All right, number 6. Thick accent, fast fists, and faster edits. He's Mickey, the unintelligible but unbeatable bare-knuckle boxer. That's right, you couldn't understand a word he said. All right? I don't know, Stuart, could you understand? Or King, could you guys understand what he said in this movie? Mickey, I couldn't understand his accent. Every time he talks, subtitles triple. He's chaos wrapped in a leather jacket and gold teeth. Would you like dags? I don't know what that means. Do you like dags? Oh, do you like dogs? Do you like dogs? Do you like dags? Oh yeah, there you go. Dags. Do you like dags? So looks like King got it correct. I kind of like Madow's better, but that wasn't the name of it. It was just Snatch. Snatch. You know. Snatch. Year 2000. Pitt specifically asked for a role after loving Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I don't know what that means. Director Guy Ritchie gave him a character no one could understand. All right, one of my favorites, maybe my favorite. I'd say in the last 10 years, maybe my favorite movie. He's a stunt man, handyman, and maybe a little too handy. He's cool as a cucumber, even in combat. Even in combat with a can of dog food. That's right, the can of dog food is important. Tarantino makes him a modern day cowboy. Yeah. Sword. Yeah, King. Did you guys like that movie? I love that movie. I do. You know, I like almost everything Tarantino in a way. Once you're kind of in the mood to like it, you can like it. He's laid back, lethal, and weirdly zen. Oh, and he won an Oscar for this role. How about that? There's that. Yeah. Fun fact. Pitt's portrayal of Cliff Booth. Oh, I should have made you get his character name. That would have been hard. Cliff Booth mixes legend and reality, giving us a character who feels mythic in every denim thread. Yeah, that was quite the outfit there. He picks up that hippie girl in the car. Oh my goodness gracious. Goes out to Spawn Ranch. Quite a scene. All right, I forgot he was in this movie. The smoothest heist crew ever assembled. He's the hungriest one. Constantly munching, always planning. Heists never looked so cool. His chemistry with George Clooney made this an instant classic. This is peak early 2000s swagger. Yes. So let's see. We have to sort out who's got the correct answer. Believe it or not, Stuart had the exact correct answer right at the beginning. Now, good job. Louis, you got it. King? All right. Ocean's 11 is, of course, correct. How many of those movies did they do? Didn't they do a bunch of them? I can't remember. Seems like they did a lot. Ocean's 11, 2001. Pitt eats in nearly every scene. I don't remember that. It became a character trait that fans still debate and adore. That's a line from it. Yeah, I'm forgetting all those. There's a lot of cool, good old actors in that on the team. All right. So this is quite the dark movie. This is a brutal crime thriller with a box you never want to open. He plays a detective chasing the 7 deadly sins. Gritty, grimy, and emotionally devastating. He goes from cocky rookie to broken man. What's in the box? And And yes, Muid actually gets this one first because he had it spelled correctly. King, King, you had it, but not quite. Madao, not quite. Muid. 7 with a 7. 7 with a 7. 1995. David Fletcher's bleak masterpiece helped transform Pitt's career and gave us one of cinema's most haunting endings. What's in the box? Yeah. The broken man. There he is. Something tells me he's going to smile at us, though. Let's see. Maybe he'll get happier. Yeah, I thought he might. Oh, look at Brad. Two more. Two more. Another one of my favorites coming up right here. We're in the Nazi killing business, and cousin, business is a booming. Southern twang, scarred neck, and a grin full of vengeance. A role tailor-made for Tarantino's blood-soaked fairy tale. He blends comedy, confidence, and cruelty. And yes, he carves swastikas with flair. Oh my goodness. Yes. You guys like this movie? You guys know this one? Yeah, you know this one. Hey, Jan, what's going on, man? We're doing Brad Pitt movies, and we're on the last 2. You remember this one? Did you see this one? We're in the Nazi killing business, and cousin, business is a booming. Anybody know? I think we might be having some internet issues. But hang in there. We'll come back. This is Inglorious Bastards. Inglorious Bastards. Lieutenant Aldo Rain becomes instantly quotable, and Pitt's delivery becomes balance, the film's absurdity, and brutality. And we're having trouble with the answers coming in, unfortunately. So hang in there. Just keep going. Keep playing. Fight through it. Speaking of fights, a shirtless anarchist and philosophically, he's your imaginary friend. He's your imaginary friend's worst nightmare. Excuse me. He fights, he cooks soap, and he rewrites society. I didn't know he cooked soap. The rules are clear. Don't talk about him. Every man wanted to be him. Fear him and understand him. Yeah, you guys all know this one, don't you? Muid, King, Madao. This is indeed the Fight Club. The Fight Club. Tyler Durden isn't real. Or is he? There he is. Tyler Durden. Fight Club from 1999. That is the number 1, according to the robots. Isn't there like a crypto guy on social media that's named Tyler Durden that uses this avatar? I think so. The film bombed at the first, but became a cult classic. Pitt's Durden is now synonymous with anti-establishment cool and twisted charisma. All right, well, I certainly apologize if we're having any internet slow down, but, part of the game. Part of the game. Now, I do have a new version of the intermission quiz. So you guys are going to have to tell me whether you like it or you don't. Welcome to the intermission quiz. Did you know a young shirtless Brad Pitt made his breakout film appearance in 1991? It was a road movie, Thelma and Louise. That cowboy hat was iconic. Can you name the character he played in the movie? And which of the two leading ladies, Thelma or Louise, did he seduce and later rob? We will share the answers later in the show. All right, is that a bit of a hook to keep you around for the end? Think about those. Think about those answers. All righty. You know the rules. Robots paint. You guess. I give some clues along the way. Okay, good. I like you. I'm glad you like it. Let's do the 20 most fascinating extinct animals. Bernie Katz is incorrect if you're giving me the character's name. That's incorrect. All right, this guy's antlers alone could block a driveway. He roamed Eurasia like a deer on steroids. He's more closely related to fallow deer than moose, despite his nickname. So we're looking for either the common name or the scientific name. Its downfall may have been those magnificent but cumbersome head bones. All right, doctor. All right, doctor. Yes, Stuart. Yes, you are correct. And how about that scientific name? How about this too? How long ago did it go extinct? We can all guess at that. And how long ago do you think the Irish elk went extinct? With antlers stretching up to 12 feet, the Irish elk looked like it walked out of a Celtic myth and into the Ice Age traffic jam. That was kind of a clue. Supposedly went extinct 7,700 years ago. 7,700. And I don't know if I want to try the scientific name. Megaloceros gigantus. There you go, of course. Number 19. This used to black out the sky in flocks of 1 billion birds. That sounds scary. Once the most numerous bird in North America. It was hunted to extinction in less than 1 century. Martha, the last of her kind, died alone in a Cincinnati zoo. Yeah, you guys knew that one. Doctor Stewart. So, do you think it's true that there were flocks of 1 billion birds strong, that the skies went dark? I don't see that scientific name up there yet. I think I'm going to be waiting a while for that. How about when it went extinct? Anybody know that? Anybody know when the passenger pigeon went extinct? Ectopistus migratorius. Ectopistus migratorius. 1914. 1914. Close, doctor. Not too far off. Not too far off. All right. You remember this one? This is a 30-foot long sea mammal with no natural fear of humans. That's the downfall. It was only discovered in 1741, but it was extinct by 1768. It looked like a manatee's supersized cousin. So it's like a giant manatee. Hunted relentlessly for its meat and fat. A sea creature so slow, extinction caught up quickly. Yeah. Yeah. So sea cow is part of the answer. I guess there's a name associated with sea cow. So it's something sea cow. Something sea cow. I'll give you the scientific name. Hydrodomalus gigas. Hydrodomalus gigas. Went extinct in 1768. It is Steller's sea cow. Steller's sea cow. There you go. Who knew? Sea cow is pretty close, Stuart. We'll take it. Number 17. All right. Now this one's weird. This is a zebra that forgot to finish its stripes. Striped up front, plain in the back. A true animal mullet. It lived in South Africa until the 19th century. Misidentified for years until genetics set the record straight. It was hunted to extinction for looking stylishly awkward. Anybody know what this thing was called? It went extinct in 1883. This guy was so unique that scientists are now attempting to de-extinct it through selective breeding, because apparently nature made a fashion statement we weren't ready for. Yeah. So this is one of the things that they're trying to bring back. Stuart! A quagga! A quagga! You're correct. It's the quagga. Equus quagga quagga. That's the scientific name. Equus quagga quagga. There he is. All right. Number 16. This one only has one name, so I have a feeling it's both the common name and the scientific name. That's a clue. 10,000 years ago is when this guy went extinct. Picture an armadillo the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. It carried a spiked club on its tail like a prehistoric medieval knight. Yeah, that sounds dangerous. It roamed ancient South America without a care or a predator. Its shell alone could make a caveman a cozy bunker. It's basically a walking tank with a bit of anxiety. You may know what this is called. Kind of interesting name. These guys were relatives of the modern armadillos, but where today's version rolls up, this one just rolled over. Rolled over anything in its way. Yeah. Turbo Tesla. This is a glyptodon. Glyptodon went extinct 10,000 years ago, so it's not surprising you don't remember. Glyptodon. How soon we forget. All right, so this next one's pretty interesting. I am going to ask for it's kind of the scientific name, but it's not the full scientific name. And its nickname is the Tasmanian tiger, though it wasn't even a cat. It had jaws that opened freakishly wide, cartoonishly so. It was the last known individual died in the Hobart Zoo. Its ghost still haunts blurry trail cams in Australia. Oh, huh. They think there's some alive out there. It's weird, too weird to be true, but it was. Yeah, Bing knows this one. And doctors attempting to spell it. This is not the Smilodon. Hang on to that, though. We may see the Smilodon. You are correct. It is the thylacine. Thylacine. Thylacinus cynoceptus. Cynocephalus. Sorry. How bad of me. 1936. So it's been around till just recently. Just recently. They're going to try to bring this one back too. They're working on it. They're working on it. Tasmanian tiger. That is correct. Also known as the thylacine. All right, now this one's going to be hard because I'm going to ask for the exact correct answer. Good luck. You don't need the scientific name, though. The scientific name is Neomonicus tropicalis. Neomonicus tropicalis. Went extinct in 1952, so it was around recently. It's the only seal native to the Caribbean. It had no fear of humans, which didn't help. It was hunted for oil, meat, and possibly curiosity. By the time conservationists showed up, it was already gone. It was more trusting than it should have been. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, you're correct. There. Oh, Stuart. Way to correct Bowie. yes, Bowie. Now you have it. This is the Caribbean monk seal, of course. It also has a nickname. This nickname, sea wolves. Sea wolves. These gentle seals vanish due to relentless exploitation. There you go. Caribbean monk seal. This is one of the most famous extinct animals. It is a flightless bird for Mauritius. I don't know how to say that. Somebody help me with the phonetic spelling of Mauritius. Full of myth and mystery. It met sailors, rats, and pigs. Oh, and that was the end of that. It became the poster bird for extinction. It's not as dumb as people think. It was just unprepared. Yes. King, Stuart, Muid. Dead as a dodo wasn't always a phrase. Though it was mocked for centuries, the dodo was simply an island specialist blindsided by humanity's invasive ways. So misunderstood. Who's got that scientific name for me? Did you know, though, it went extinct all the way? This is like been in stories because it went extinct all the way back in 1681. Rufus cucullatus. The dodo bird. Dodo. There he is. Cute guy. I need to go back through and make videos of each of these, don't I? We can feature that at the end of a show. All right, who's this guy? He's basically a horned shag rug with an attitude. He survived the Ice Age with style and insulation. He often was found preserved in frozen ground. So this is one of the things they've been digging up. It shared its tundra with mammoths and saber-tooths. It's extinct, but it occasionally thaws out. Well, okay. You know, you guys are all around it. Keep going. You're getting close. So What's it look like? There you go. There you go, doctor. There you go. And you're using your shorthand technique, which is effective. It is the woolly rhinoceros. Coelodonta antiquitus. Antiquitatis. Sorry. Colodonta antiquitus. Extinct 10,000 years ago. There you go. You've heard of this guy, I think. Number 11. It had a wingspan of 10 feet. This bird could bench press a child. It hunted moa, not mice. It was native to New Zealand, where it ruled the skies. It went extinct after its prey went extinct first. They both met human settlers. Literally an eagle too big to last. Yeah. Very good. Weed. Went extinct in 1400 CE AD. Okay, but what's it get? Try the scientific name. Hyoritis moray. Murray. There you go. With claws the size of tiger paws, Hast's eagle was New Zealand's top aerial predator until humans grounded it forever. Yep, Hast's eagle. Very good. Awesome. Well, you know what that means. We're down to the top 10. Some are happy, some are sad. All right. It looked like a penguin, but it lived in the North Atlantic. It was flightless and fearless, which was a bad combo. It waddled its way into extinction for meat, oil, and feathers. The last pair was killed while sitting on their egg. Oh, that's sad. Why did they tell me that? This is the OG of avian misfortune. Ah, yes. Yeah. OG. This is not the passenger pigeon. Who knows what this is? I've heard of it. I've heard of this. It went extinct in 1844. It was so sought after by collectors that its extinction became a case study in early conservation failures. Yeah. Stuart. The Greenland goose? No. This is the great auk. Pinguinus empinus. Say that 3 times real fast. Pinguinus empinus. The great auk. There you go. I think you know this guy. Number 9. This is a flightless bird that stood taller than most NBA players. This guy could kick LeBron's butt. Native to New Zealand, it was the Bigfoot of birds. It was hunted into oblivion by the Maori in a few short centuries. It couldn't fly, but it could haunt dreams. Yeah, no kidding. Imagine an ostrich with a bodybuilder's ambitions. Ostriches are mean enough. Yes, you got it. Let's see, who got it first? Doctor? I think Doctor. Moa. Who's got the scientific name? Anybody? How about the year it went extinct? Anybody know that? We've been kind of circling around it lately. Some moa species stood 12 feet tall. Bigger than your refrigerator and a lot harder to ignore. All right. Yeah, there he is. 1400 CEAD. This guy's scientific name was actually Dinor Nithiformis. Dinonithiformis. Dinonithiformis. I'm sure my scientific pronunciation is perfect. Number 8. Maybe we should have AI just to correct my pronunciation as it goes out. That would be nice. Yeah, Muid. He saw him coming through the bushes. It had fangs that could make Dracula jealous. A top predator of the Ice Age with serious overbite. It hunted mammoths and bison and drama. Its jaws were better for stabbing than chewing. Yeah, not good for chewing, right? So I always kind of wondered about this. I guess it's just to puncture, just to, cause excess bleeding, I guess. It went extinct when the big game disappeared. It may be because of Instagram models. What? Oh, Smilodon. Yes. Also known as not saber-toothed cat exactly. I'm sorry, tiger. They say saber-toothed cat. Smilodon. Went extinct 10,000 years ago. Long time. Fortunately. Good thing. Yeah, can you imagine those things coming down out of the hills? Mountain lion's bad enough. All right, you know what this guy is? It's the last member. No, its last member, Lonesome George, died alone. A symbol of conservation lost too late. This guy only went extinct in 2012. So, it's recent. He's native to the Galapagos Islands. And he's slower than paperwork. All right. Yeah, I know. I was taught saber-toothed tiger too. Let's call it the saber-toothed tiger, shall we? Yes. Despite massive efforts to breed him with related tortoises, George passed away in 2012, marking the end of his species and breaking 1 million hearts. Lonesome George. He was a Pinta Island tortoise, also known as Chelenoidus abingdoni. Ooh, those are hard. I think I would need to practice those like 5 times ahead of time. Doesn't sound very fun. Number 6. A little more fun just to read them. Imagine a wombat that hits the gym. The largest marsupial ever to exist. It roamed ancient Australia like a fluffy bulldozer. It was hunted by early humans and probably a changing climate as well. It was cuddly looking, but he was as big as a couch. Who knows what that is? It doesn't kind of look like a wombat, right? Now, this guy, unfortunately, his name is the scientific name. So that makes it a lot harder. And he did go extinct 46,000 years ago. So, it's hard for us to remember. This was a Diprotodon. Diprotodon. Google it if you don't believe me. Diprotodon. Diprotodons could weigh 6,000 pounds? Oh my goodness. That would be a little scary. That would be a little scary. All right. Number 5. The largest shark that ever lived. Sorry, Jaws. Its teeth were as big as your hand. It could bite a whale in half before lunch. It swam the oceans as the apex nightmare fuel. Yes, you guys know this guy. There was a movie, right? A Megalodon movie. Yes, Jason. Yeah. Yeah. Was there a Megalodon 2 as well? I think there might have been. It still haunts every beach-themed conspiracy theory. There you go. At up to 60 feet long, Megalodon was nature's battleship, and the reason your pool noodles feel inadequate. I gotta read that again. Megalodon was nature's battleship, and the reason your pool noodles feel inadequate. I don't know, robots. I don't know. Now, this did go extinct 3.6 million years ago, so we have a little cushion. At 60 feet long, Megalodon was nature's battleship. There you go. Transporter. That was a good movie. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Kind of on the other side of the spectrum, number 4. This one crawled the seafloor. Before dinosaurs were a twinkle in time. Fossils of them are everywhere. In fact, I've got some fossils in some rocks. I guess that's what fossils are. Survived longer than most things ever have, until they didn't. They were the rock stars of paleontology. Think ancient bug, but with armor and staying power. Yeah. Muid. Doctor. Muid is more correct. Trilobite. And they did go extinct 252 million years ago. But we do find quite a few, which is so cool, right? I mean, when you find one of those on a rock, you got to think 252 million years. Right. Trilobites were around they were around for 270 million years, so they lived a long time. They were the OG of longevity. They were gangsters. Top three. All right, a flying reptile, not a dinosaur. Its wingspan could shadow a small plane. It was toothless, but if you saw this shadow go by, it was terrifying. It soared above the Cretaceous coastlines like a prehistoric glider. Now, this was your friendly neighborhood pterosaur. And well, I like pterodactyl. I like just fine. For some reason, the robots are telling me it is pteranodon. Pteranodon with a P. Pteranodon. Pteranodon. But pterodactyl sounds good to me. And yes, Stuart, you are correct. It is in the pterosaur family. With a 33-foot wingspan, the pteranodon wasn't just big, it defined air traffic control in the dinosaur age. There you go. Top 2. You know this guy. He's like an elephant, but way more winter ready. He's the icon of the Ice Age, and furrier than your grandma's rug. He survived on Arctic islands long after they vanished from the mainland. Now starring in Can We Clone This? discussions. Yeah, they're working on this one. If hair made you immortal, they'd still be here. Yes, this is a mammoth. A mammoth. Now, who knows when they're saying they went extinct? How many years ago? How many years ago did they go extinct? And I'm starting, I've been getting into some of this prehistory stuff and all this. I'm starting to think that man probably did have something to do with the demise of all these big boys. I don't know what you guys think. What's your opinion? I kind of think man played a big role. The timing just seems about right. 4,000 years ago. So not that long ago, right? Not that long. Some mammoths survived until the pyramids were built. Did you know that? Now that's an interesting juxtaposition. We're going to need to do some interesting timelines. I would imagine ChatGPT could whip that up for us. Number 1, extinct animals that we all love. The ultimate prehistoric celebrity. Tiny arms, massive bite, and a name everyone knows. It can crush a car with its jaws. The original, what do you call those things? If cars had existed. Feathers? Maybe. Fear factor? Definitely. It didn't roar. It rained. He looks pretty scary there. Now, do you think they had feathers? Do you think they had feathers? You are, of course, correct. The Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah. Yeah. With a bite force of nearly 12,000 pounds, T-Rex could have chewed through your whole college tuition in one go. That's a weird clip. All right. 66 million years ago. Fortunately, little buffer. All right. Through the extinct animals. You guys got most of those. What would you say the percentage? Like 85? 90%? Got quite a few. Definitely got quite a few. All right, well, let's try another one of those quick intermission quizzes. Welcome to the intermission quiz. Did you know, long before Sid the Sloth hit the big screen, real giant sloths, the size of minivans, wandered North and South America? Slow, shaggy, and completely awe-inspiring. What was the scientific name of the largest of these ground sloths? And which still living animal is their closest relative today? Stay tuned. Answers later in the show. I don't know. I kind of like this. All right. You guys ready for round 3? Let's load it up. All right. Well, as I usually say at this point, you know the rules. Robots paint, you guess, and I try to confuse you with clues along the way. Now this one's going to be pretty easy. We're going to do the top 20 tourist cities in the world. Top 20 tourist cities. So while the pictures may be a little challenging, I would think the clues will help you. Number 20. This is a city that is so photogenic, it practically invented postcards. It's known for its Gothic spires and endless cobblestone charm. Its astronomical clock is older than most countries. And beer is cheaper than water here, and better. Not Vienna, but close. That's a close answer. So here's the key clue. It is home to the Charles Bridge and Bohemian Dreams. Stuart! Yeah, supposedly the T-Rex had some feathers. I don't know. Maybe. Be odd looking, right? All those pictures they show the dinosaurs with feathers look pretty weird. Hard to say. Hard to say. The feathers don't preserve very well. Anyway, Stuart, you are correct. This is Prague. I'd love to go to Prague. Prague, Czech Republic. Prague Castle is the largest ancient castle in the world, fit for a medieval Netflix series. Looks pretty cool. Number 20 on the top tourist cities in the world. Let's do 19. Very cool. This is where temples shine and markets float. Your pad thai might come from a boat. Tuk-tuks buzz like dragonflies through humid nights. Tuk-tuks are those little cars, right? Little cars in Asia. Little taxis. The Grand Palace gleams gold under the sun. Who knows where this is? Tuk-tuks. Street food heaven with a side of spirituality. So where do they have great street food? Tuk-tuks, markets that float, temples that shine. Anybody know? Its full ceremonial name is 168 characters long. So we like to use the simpler name. Oh, no. Going once, going twice. This is Bangkok. Bangkok, Thailand. Anybody been there? Bangkok. Bangkok. I see lots of videos on YouTube about different cities in Thailand. Yeah. Looks beautiful. Number 18. All right. We visit this city a lot in our history shows. A city that checks 2 continents off your bucket list all at the same time. Minarets and mosaics dominate the skyline. The call to prayer echoes through history itself. Markets here sell everything from spices to dreams. Correct you are. Correct you are, Moeed. Stuart. You were both correct. It is Istanbul, Turkey. And Doctor, you're correct as well. Used to be called Constantinople. Sorry, Constantinople. You get a little horse there. This is home to the Hagia Sophia and the Grand Bazaar. Formerly Constantinople, the city has changed names and empires, but never lost its allure. It's in a key spot, right? Man, people have fought over this town. Like the key passageway. Yeah. But beautiful city to visit. Istanbul, Turkey. Istanbul, Turkey. Number 17. Looks pretty. That's pretty. Where the desert meets sci-fi skylines. Yes, definitely. They built islands that are shaped like palm trees, just for the heck of it. Shopping malls include aquariums and ski slopes. Its tallest building looks down on the clouds. Correct. Dr. Moeed King. All correct. And Dubai is part of what country? What country is Dubai part of? It is home to the Burj Khalifa and luxury with no brakes. Yeah, it has the world's deepest swimming pool, the tallest building, and indoor snow, all in one zip code. There you go. We'll accept the flag. It is the United Emirates, of course. Emirates. I think we'll take a little drink of water there. There it is, Dubai, United Emirates. Haven't been there. Would like to go. Bucket list. Hope I make it. We'll see. I'd like to go. Number 16. I don't know if I'm going to make it to 16 anymore. Tough place to visit now. Oh, maybe not. A city wrapped around a mountain, and it's kissed by two oceans. Table Mountain stands tall like nature's coffee table. Penguins chill on its beaches. Literally. A vibrant blend of cultures, colors, and wine. Not Rio. No, vodka sounds good. It might help the voice a little, maybe. No, just vitamin water. So, doctor, close. As close as you can get without being right. You can take a cable car up Table Mountain and see two oceans when they come together. Yeah, Cape Town. There you go. There you go. Cape Town, South Africa. Now, has anybody been there? Anybody been there? It looks pretty. I mean, that looks beautiful. It does look a little bit like Rio in that shot. But that'd be cool to be down at the southern tip, right? You got the Atlantic on one side, Indian Ocean on the other. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, not Bali. I don't know if Bali's on the list. We'll have to see. Could be. Bali's another place I'd like to visit. All these places I'd like to visit. What am I saying? Number 15. This is a city that never sleeps, but always eats. Neon lights meet colonial stone. It's known for dumplings, dim sum, and dizzying skylines. East meets west and shakes on it over tea. Victoria Peak offers $1 million view. Kind of looks like New York. Kind of, sort of. I don't know. This is an unusual view of Hong Kong, right? Usually you get some other view, I think. 3 off. What the robots do. Victoria Peak offers $1 million view. Hong Kong is home to the world's longest outdoor escalator because walking up hills is so last dynasty. So they have a escalator up the hill, I guess, huh? That sounds cool. You know, because walking up that hill, that doesn't sound that fun. Especially the humidity. It's probably humid there, right? A lot of humidity. Hong Kong is correct. And nowadays we say Hong Kong, China. Number 14. Another beautiful city I'd like to visit. Here's a key clue. A tango of old world elegance and Latin flair. Steak and sultry dance go hand in hand. Evita's balcony lives here, drama and all. Art Deco, graffiti, and European charm collide. Yes. Tucker. It is Paris with a Spanish accent. That's a good way to describe it. Ah, you're correct. Buenos Aires, Argentina. 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 I don't know. What would be the proper way to say it? We're going to come back to that. Buenos Aires has the wildest avenue in the world. So you can dramatically cross the street like a movie star. Oh, widest avenue in the world. I think we're looking at it there. Is it that whole thing? That is a wide street. Buenos Aires, Argentina. All right, we're down to number 13. Here we go. Now, this one's interesting. This is a city so clean, it fines you for chewing gum. Now, I heard they did more than fine you. I heard they put you in jail and beat you with a stick. That's what I heard. Where super trees glow and airports feel like theme parks. It blends the future with jungle vibes. Yeah, you guys know. Madao! You can eat at a hawker stand or a rooftop infinity pool. It is home to Marina Bay Sands and Gardens by the Bay. I guess those are famous hotels or something? Marina Bay Sands. There's that one hotel there, right, that has the big rooftop that spans from side to side and has a big infinity pool the whole way. Yeah. Changi Airport has a butterfly garden, waterfall, and cinema. You may never leave the airport. Yes, it is Singapore. Singapore. Yeah, I think I'd like to visit. I mean, it sounds a little tight wound, but you know, looks beautiful. Talk about a key location. My goodness. Key location. One of the last city states, right? It's a city state. There you go. Number 12. Now this one's kind of architectural oriented, where the opera house sails through selfies. Bondi Beach and Harbor Bridge frame your postcards. Kangaroos nearby and surfers always. Laid back vibes with blockbuster backdrops. It's down under with views above expectations. Yeah, Stuart, Madao. Stuart for the shorthand answer and Madao for the complete answer. Now, what's the building I'm talking about? What's that building there? You guys know what that building is? What is that building? And I'll tell you a little story, architectural story about it while you guess. Not Victoria. It is, of course, the Sydney Opera House. Yes. The roof. The roof. Yeah. Oh, did I mispronounced it? I don't know what you typed there. Bondi. Anyway, it's precast concrete, and it's all like these shells that all slowly go together. And they post-tension it with steel, hold it together. We'll have to go into more detail when we have more time. We'll do some diagrams. All right, number 11. I think you'll know this one. Carnival, Christ, and Copacabana. Where Samba shakes the street and soccer rules the heart. Sugarloaf Mountain gives you views and vertigo. And Christ the Redeemer. That was a sculpture quiz, right? Do you remember the sculpture quiz? Christ the Redeemer watches over all the drama. Madao. Yes, Rio de Janeiro. Brazil. 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 I got that down. Beaches, beats, and breathtaking chaos. The city's name means River of January, but the bay isn't even a river. Okay. Whatever. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Certainly a great place to visit, I would imagine. He was busy, though. He was busy. A little touristy, perhaps. I don't know. I haven't been there. Women are gorgeous. Well, you know. I'm still alive. Number 10, top 10. Here we go. This one is a city of canals, bikes, and questionable window shopping. Questionable window shopping. I think I know what that's alluding to. Tulips and tolerance bloom side by side. Cheech and Chong's favorite destination. Museums were included ear-mutilated painters. Oh yes, ear-mutilated painters. I don't know what the robots are trying to get to there. Stroop waffles pair well with canal side views. Stroop waffles. Have you guys had a stroop waffle? Yes, you're all, of course, correct. Bedau, King, Stewart. Yes, this is Amsterdam. Amsterdam. Home of the pot barges. The Dutch make chill look effortless. Amsterdam has more bikes than people, and likely more pancakes per square mile than anywhere else. It's got the hay. There you go. It's got a lot going for it. All right, number 9. Now this place I need to make it to. This is definitely on my short list. Short list. Every cobblestone tells a story, and most involve emperors. We know emperors around here. Ruins here are just part of the neighborhood decor. Gladiators once fought where tourists now queue. Vatican City is a nation you can walk across during lunch. It's where all roads lead, after all. Yes. Very good. But now, doctor. Yeah, I've heard, they need those dikes, though. They need those dikes. Yes, this is Rome, and that's a great picture, I think. Spanish, am I right? Spanish steps? Have I got that right? Spanish steps? The Colosseum could seat over 50,000 people, basically the ancient version of Netflix and chill with lions. I think the robots are pushing it. They're like, they're stretching it. Rome, Italy. Rome, Italy is correct. Top 8. Here we go. Top 8 tourist cities in the world. If you can make it here, you're probably exhausted. Skyscrapers, hot dogs, and existential crisis in one block. From Broadway to bagels. It's a 5-borough buffet. Central Park is the green pause button in the city's chaos. It never sleeps, and it rarely blinks. There you go. Doctor using that fame technique comes in first. Stuart, Madame. You're all correct in your own way. New York City, USA. USA. Fun fact, New York City has over 800 languages spoken, making it the most linguistically diverse city in the world. Even the pigeons are bilingual. How do they know that? How would they know if the pigeons were bilingual? I think the robots are joking us. There it is. Great view, though. Helicopter view. Oh, that's the view Sully had, right? Right? Tom Hanks. It all ties together here on Dave's After Dark. Number 7. And this one might be hard from the picture and the clues. Spices in the air, lanterns in the souks. So, ooks. A city where every alley hides a story or a snake charmer. Alleys and snake charmers. Riads offer tranquility amidst sensory overload. Palaces and mosaics dazzle with every tile. Jamia El Fana is the most chaotic square on earth. It's got, I guess, a market. Jamia El Fana. That's impossible spelling. So Casablanca is close. Very close. This is in Morocco. And it's got the city's got a cool name. It's kind of the Arab vibe, crossroads, Jewel of the Nile vibe. Marrakesh, Morocco. There you go, Marrakesh. You can get lost in Marrakesh's Medina and love every second of it. There you go. Marrakesh, Morocco. You guys are all around it. All right, I think you know this place. This is where ancient temples kneel beside vending machines. Home to the world's busiest crosswalk and the quietest subways. Sushi, neon, and etiquette served in equal measure. You can see robots dance and monks chant, sometimes within the same hour. Always futuristic, but never forgettable. Madao, you got it. Domo Arigato. Yes, I like that, Doctor. Yes. King. Okay, Madao had it first. Tokyo, Japan. Could you imagine being in Tokyo during that earthquake that caused that tsunami? 9.1 earthquake in a high rise. My goodness gracious. If you ever slept again, that would be a miracle. All right. I think you might know the next place. You just might. Number 5. I got to sort through my clues, though, because they're all too easy. Home to royalty, red buses, and real ale. Rainy skies, but never dull. Museums are free. Accents are priceless. Shakespeare's ghost probably watches Netflix here. Thank you, robots. Big Ben is just the start. Wait till tea time. Yes. But I got it first. Very good. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be bad too, Stuart. I agree. That'd be bad too. Let's see. What else can I tell you? London's underground is the oldest in the world, yet still mystifies even the locals. Is that true? Is the subway quite the? In New York, the subway is horrible. Trying to figure out where stuff is. And let me tell you, Moscow's subway is super big and super complicated, but for some reason, the way they do their signage and color coding and stuff, you can find your way around in Moscow. There you go, despite the Cyrillic symbols. All right, London, England is correct. London, England. That's what the country's called, right? England? Not the UK. I guess that's legit as well. Number 4. Okay. Now this one's cool. I would like to visit here for sure. Geisha glide through alleyways older than most empires. Temples outnumber taxis. Cherry blossoms turn the whole city into a postcard. Traditional tea isn't a beverage, it's an event. The soul of Japan in quiet, poetic motion. Ah, very good, Tucker. You are correct. But yeah, they have lots of these pictures like this where you have the really quaint street with just the perfect Japanese wooden architecture and then the temple, at the end, always on the axis there. Kyoto is correct. Kyoto, Japan. Kyoto was spared during World War II bombings, specifically for its cultural importance. Its history is in high definition. Yeah, Kyoto. Yeah, they spared it, I guess. Purposely didn't bomb it, which so nice of them. Right. But yeah, that'd have been like rough if they dropped the nuke on Kyoto. Be like dropping it on downtown Rome too, right? That would not be good. All right. Now, Gaudí made the city look like it was built by candy architects. Tapas, the only meal where 5 plates is normal. Beaches, basilicas coexist in vibrant chaos. Flamenco and football fuel the locals. Excuse me. Even the sidewalks have style. Let's see, Maddow got it, I think. Yes, he did. Madrid's a close second. This is where both Antonio Gaudí did the church there, and Frank Gehry did the Bilbao Museum, right? That's pretty famous too. Sagrada Familia has been under construction for over 140 years. Basically the world's most scenic procrastination. So here's a good question. Which has been going longer, the Winchester Mystery House or the Sagrada Familia? We'll have to Google that. All right, we got 2 more cities. There. Here we go. Where every croissant comes with a side of attitude. Art, love, and existential pondering live in harmony. The Eiffel Tower blinks at night. Romance is optional. Cafes are offices. Therapy sessions and wine bars, all in one. If chic had a capital, this would be it. Good. Maddow. Yes. I think we all know this is Paris, France. Paris, France. Now, is it true that the French have a bit of an attitude in general? Is that kind of a general thing, or is that an incorrect? Incorrect. Is that a false impression? Paris wasn't called the City of Light because of electricity. It was for the philosophers' enlightenment, literally. Oh, you had dinner there. That's cool. That sounds awesome. Oh, did you take the tube? Did you take the tube? I've been in the Paris airport. That's it. In the airport, don't dig it. The golf, nah, hard to get around. But, you know. Yeah, I bet it does. I bet it does, Doctor. Yeah, I know. Like a lot of cities in Europe. Good thing the UK is not in Europe anymore. Because it never was. Always had that little buffer. Except for way back, right? Way back, it didn't have the buffer. Now, I think you guys can get where this is just by the picture, no? Streets are made of water. The gondoliers sing on cue. Romance and ruin float side by side. No cars, just canals. Every sunset feels like the final finale of an opera. It's sinking slowly. Yes. Yes, indeed. Madao. Doctor. Kind of a cool picture. Kind of a cool picture. Venice is built on over 100 islands with wooden piles that have lasted centuries. Proof that even romance needs engineering. Yeah, I'd like to go there. When I get there. All right. Well, like I said, that wasn't too hard. Kind of a nice final round. We always like that. Now, we do need to get the answers to our 2 intermission quizzes. Am I right? So let me pull up a graphic for that. Let's pull this up. All right. So we're all curious about the answers to our quizzes. So let's see. A young shirtless Brad Pitt made his breakout film appearance in 1991 road movie Thelma and Louise. Can you name the character he played in the movie? And which of the 2 leading ladies, Thelma or Louise, did he seduce and rob? So no, wrong. Good. I need a buzzer sound. I need a gong. So character names are always a little bit challenging. So yes, Medal, process of elimination. Oh, I don't know. Tell me which character was which. Which one? King knows the answer to the character. Very good. Which one was which? Which one's Gina Davis? Is that Thelma or Louise? I thought that was Louise. No? Which one's Gina Davis? Gina Davis is the one he went for. Is that Thelma or Louise? Darn it. I don't remember. Do you guys remember? Okay, I need some help here. No? I'm not going to get any help? All right. Well, so let's move on to the next question. Here we go. It was something about sloths or something, right? Did you know? Yeah, I can't remember either. Long before Sid the Sloth hit the big screen, real giant sloths the size of minivans wandered North and South America, both. Slow and shaggy and completely awe-inspiring. What was the scientific name? You're never going to get that. Who are we kidding? And which still living animal is their closest relative today? So you might have been right originally, Stuart. Thelma is Gina Davis. Oh gosh. So see, I forgot. Well, I'm glad we got that clarified. I wasn't gonna be able to sleep. So, and I do fly out tomorrow. I gotta drive down to Atlanta early. So we gotta wrap this up sometime. So this was called a megatherium. 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 All right, Stuart. Well, you were right originally. I stand corrected. Okay, closest living relative. Anybody know? Closest living relative today. Yeah, it's not as hard as you think. It's a modern tree sloth, a much smaller, much slower cousin, still hanging out in the rainforest today. It was once the size of an elephant, and it was capable of toppling small trees. Megatherium roamed the ancient Americas until humans showed up with sharp tools and empty stomachs. Yeah, I think it was the humans. All the, what do you call it? Megafauna? Megafauna? Yeah. I used to try to say, no, I don't think that was it. I think it was, climate change or something. But, I'm starting to think it's the humans. Anyway. All right. Well, hope you enjoyed the evening. As always, super appreciate you guys being here. I got a little Brad Pitt thing we can close with. Remember, no show on Sunday, so apologies on that. But we will see you again a week from tonight, Wednesday night, and we'll have a fun show. So let me throw Brad Pitt up there. We'll see you guys a week from today.
The night wears heels, she struts alone. This bar's the place I call my home. I sip the swallow pride, pretend the moonlight lights by my side. Tell me, was it ever real? take